Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Christian, and welcome back to another RF Online video. We're back in the RF Online Isekai private server, and finally, we're gonna do a video about the master skills, which some of you have been requesting already that I make a video of. So first of all, big shout out again to my guild, the Descent Guild, for letting me borrow an account which has master skills unlocked already. So I have here a Cora Mage. This is the Conjurer. It's the stronger version of the Summoner, the Faust. So if you haven't checked out my first impressions on this class, my explanation of the class, just check it out. I'll post a link in the description. Let's get down to the master skills. So once you press F, you open up your force, and for the mage, there's 5 in total. I mean, 5, not really 5, 5 different kinds. So that's darkness, fire, water, or aqua, terra, and wind, and then another 3 for the master skills of darkness, and then 4 for fire, 4 for aqua, 4 for the terra, and another 4 for the wind. So that's a lot. You will need 99 basic, 99 expert, and 99 elite. So it's a lot of grinding, but it is worth it. And you can still only buff 8 buffs in total. So it does, make it a bit complicated which buffs to keep and which buffs to drop. Let's get down with the force master skills. So first, it is called Dark Blessing. It increases the duration of exposure to dark force. So it is like focus in the Bellato. You buff it and it increases the duration of your buffs, all dark buffs. It's also similar to the warrior skill, the skill stretch. That's the expert. So once you buff it, there, right? Buff it again, and you can increase your buffs to a maximum of 2,160 if it's GM or level 7. So that's about it. Quite helpful. And also, I do want to add before I continue explaining, I was told the master skills are only found as drops in Set Desert, and you can't really make them or craft them, but I was told it was cheap, maybe 2 million in-game currency for each. So yes, let's continue. Dark Shadow, it says a strong debuff that causes HP, FP, and SP to drain at a significant amount for a short period of time. So similar to Torment, actually the same with Torment, but maybe it's stronger. So let's try it out. For example, the Torment, sometimes it fails. So try it. Now let's try the Dark Shadow. Wow, so it almost killed that spell as Guardian. So okay, let's kill that monster. Let's compare it with the Torment if it's the same. But I don't know, the Torment fails sometimes. Normally it happens for force debuffs. I'm not sure if the master skills don't fail or never fail. So let's try the Torment again so we can compare it. Let's try this. Yeah, it fails. The Dark Shadow, I think it never fails. Oh no, it still fails. But okay, it is a stronger version of the Torment, I think. So hopefully it is, right? Because it's master skills. So one last time, let's try the Torment if it will work. There. Yes, it's gradually decreasing the HP of the spell Guardian. But as compared to Dark Shadow, it almost killed it. So this is better. Much stronger version of Torment. Now let's go on to the Curse of 3 Generations. So it says places a curse on the enemy hero, burning his physical defense. I think this is good. Maybe a much better version of the weakness. It decreases the enemy's defense power. So that's it for the Dark Force spells. So I just tried out the Fire Elite Fire Master spell, which is Flashlight. Okay, Flashlight. Alright, so interesting name. They called it Flashlight, and the animation, it says hit the target with Holy Flame. So I guess that's Flashlight. The animation is not really that special. It's similar to Blaze Lance, I think. So let's try it again. Yeah, I think it's similar to Blaze Lance. Yeah, this account doesn't have Blaze Lance, but it's similar to Blaze Lance, and I think it's stronger. 32 seconds cast delay. So yes, fire spells are always strong. Rain of Fire, it says the magician summons many fiery meteorites that hit targets. So it's an AoE, kind of like Meteor Swarm, I guess. So if you buff, if you cast it, Rain of Fire, yes, it's similar to Meteor Fire, but stronger. See, that's Meteor Fire. The Rain of Fire has more meteorites falling down. So that's it. And there is the fire armor. It says the mage covers himself with a shroud of flame, which increases fire protection by 10% and restores 300 HP. So the owner of this account didn't buy this, so I'm thinking it's not that important. Also because it's a buff, so it's gonna consume one of your slots here on your buffs on the right side. So maybe it's not that good. 10% increase in fire protection maybe isn't good, and 300 HP is not that much, so I'm not sure yet. And based from my experience, I'm not sure if it applies here, but sometimes the elemental protection or elemental, where is that? Elemental resist doesn't really work, even if you increase your armors with, upgrade your armors with like Sacred Fire, your defense against fire attacks don't really increase, so I'm not so sure yet. Well, Brand of Flame, it says using the sacred power of fire, the magician places a fiery brand on the enemy, which reduces target health regeneration. So I'm thinking this is like the viral inject from Acretia, wherein yes, regeneration is decreased, and also I'm thinking your potions, the effectiveness of potions. So I'm not yet sure. So we will need to do some more tests with this Brand of Flame. Well, that is it for the Fire Master spells. Let's go on to the Aqua, or Water. Water Dragon's Fury, it says a mighty water dragon descends from the sky and attacks the opponent. So let's cast it on this monster. And it's okay. The water dragon didn't come from the sky. It came from my staff. But from what I remember, this next skill, Watery Wrath of Heaven, it says concentrating his energy, the magician summons a water dragon that attacks all opponents. I casted this earlier, and this has a cool animation because the water dragon actually comes from the sky. So maybe this should be the description for this other one. So that if you cast it, boom. That's great. So there is a dragon that falls from the sky. So maybe that's the description for this, and maybe they interchanged it. So next up, the ice armor, similar to the fire armor. I'm thinking it's not that useful because it says it increases water protection by 10% and restores FP by 30 units. So 30 units, maybe that's good. But yeah, the owner doesn't have it, so maybe it's not that good. But we'll see. And last here, it's Ice World. It says drains all the heat from the enemy. A frozen enemy loses movement speed. So I tried this earlier. It's like an Entangle, and you can use it on top of Entangle. So if you buff it on the monster, see, the movement speed is slower, and then if you use Entangle, I used it earlier, the movement speed of the enemy will be much, much slower. So I guess it's okay. It's good. But the thing is, when you're using, for example, Ice World, it's also going to consume the cooldown of your other spells of the same class. So sometimes I try to control, which debuffs I use. So if you want to reserve your Water Dragon or Watery Wrath of Heaven, maybe don't use this anymore. Just use Entangle. So that's just my opinion. Let's get down to the Terra, the Earth spells. So Wild Lotus attacks the target with a Wild Lotus. So very simple description there. Let's use it. There. And then there's a flower lotus animation there. It's nice. I think it's good. Next up, the Sick Virus. It says infects a target with a virus. The virus spreads around and infects other targets. So it's like semi AoE, I think. Or I'm not sure. It's like splash damage. So let's try it out on this monster. Okay, so it has kind of a similar animation to the Wild Lotus, but if it spreads to other monsters, enemies beside it, it's good. So next up, it's the Earth Armor. Increases your Earth defense by 10% and physical defense by 10%. So I think it's okay. let's move on to Shield of Nature. This is very good, I think. It says a spell that creates a natural barrier, making the caster invulnerable for a short period of time. So it's like Barrier from Akrisha. They have this. The Bellato Mage also has this. I forgot what it's called. So you can buff it on yourself. It's just that it consumes one of the slots here. So let's try it. There, you can't move, and but you can't be hit. It lasts for just a few seconds. That's the only disadvantage. But you can use it for you to protect yourself. So I think this is a good force spell, force master spell. So that's about it for the Terra. Let's move on to the wind spells. So first up, Tornado summons a whirlwind that sweeps through the enemy, dealing damage. So this is single target. Boom. So that's nice. I think the animation first is similar to Raging Wave. See? But once your spell hits the monster, there's a tornado that comes out. So that's nice. I like it. And next up, it says powerful. This is lightning discharge. Powerful lightning strikes the target and all nearby enemies. So I think it would be similar to chain lightning. Let's try it out. Boom. Yes, it is similar to chain lightning. So let's try chain lightning. There. So yes, a much improved version of chain lightning. Next up, storm armor. Air defense increases by 10% and movement speed by 10%. This is really nice, I think. It's just that yeah, it will consume another slot here. And I'm not sure about the duration. There is a cast delay of 15 seconds. So yeah, I'm not sure yet because the owner doesn't have any of these armors. So we will get back to this. And last up, Care of the Gods. It says creates a magical storm that hides the owner from enemy monsters. So kind of like hide from hiders, but I'm guessing it only works on monsters because that's what it says here. If it's Bellato or Akrisha, they will still see you. It's also good. I think it's good when you're, farming or maybe leveling in a dangerous spot and you need to escape from monsters. I'm guessing you can buff it on yourself, so you can escape, so you won't be leveled down. Also very good skills. So that's it for the master skills. And like I said, I will need to do some more tests with these others because I don't know them yet. I don't know them fully. And also, I'm thinking some of you are saying the master skills aren't really original. So some are just recycled, some are improved, and some are just straight up taken from other classes. Which, well, I do agree. It's like that. But well, I'm not an IT expert. I'm not a computer expert. I never programmed a game. I'm just thinking maybe it's a bit hard to put actually new skills or new features in a game, especially if it's an old game like RF Online. So overall, for the master skills, I think these are some good improvements. It's good. Try it out here. I guess that's about it for this video. I will need some more time testing out these master skills. Well, don't forget to drop a like if you like it. Comment down if you have any questions or if you just want to say anything, just comment it down. We do read it. And also subscribe for more RF Online videos. With that said, my name's Xtian. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.